A lot of people ask me how I warm up my hands before I play, and I'm going to show you some licks that help me out a whole lot. This first one has it's mostly for the right hand picking lick, and I use sort of a twangy kind of guitar sound. And I hit a lot of notes twice. I hit the A note twice, the G, and on down, and I put a C and a C sharp in the middle. So all together it sounds like this. And I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. It sounds something like this. This next one, also for your right hand, but works in the left hand a little bit too. You can do it on 2 strings. Let me show you a version first, the simple version, which is on the top 2 strings. I'm going to start way up high here on the B note, sort of in the key of C major or A minor, and here's a slow version. That's the pattern. And then I just take that down the scale, which sounds like this. I only use notes out of A minor or C major. Kind of like that. Let me try it a little bit quicker. That's all alternate picking, starting with a downstroke. Speed it up a little teeny bit more. And let me see if I can get that a little bit quicker just for fun. Now you'll find that a couple of those are kind of tricky for the left hand, especially that second to last one. And even if you don't play it very fast, it's a real good warm-up just to sort of get your coordination together in the morning when your fingers are sleepy. Just over and over again. So that's that one. Let me show you the hip note version, which has sort of an A, kind of an A blues, Dorian, jazzy feel. A bunch of weird musical words that don't really mean anything, but unless you know how they sound. And here's how it sounds, real slow. Pretty strange, slow. It starts to sound more natural as you speed it up. And you don't necessarily have to pick all of it. You can do more pull-offs if you want to, which would sound kind of like this. Or picked again. Here's another one. You're a little more warmed up now. You've been doing a couple things. This one, a little more pull-off, left-hand oriented. Let me do the lick slow. It The fingering for it's one of my favorite fingerings because it's all the same. It's just the 8th, 7th, and 5th frets on those top 3 strings. And then I think I do something with the root A. Those are the notes. Here's the pattern. Let me do that a little bit quicker. And one more time. And what I did is I made a little blues progression. I don't know if it's not that bluesy, but it's the same chords as blues. Did that one in A, and then I did one identical. Well, actually, it's not identical. It's a little bit different in D, where I changed the fingering to be like this. But I do the same pattern. Then I just move that up a whole step to the E position. And then I have this wacky scale that I invented, or I don't know if I invented it, but it's something I came up with, where I do that same pattern again. Here's the scale shape. And it sounds like this. Okay, that's a lot to remember, so let me play it a couple times, and it'll make sense because you'll be listening to it. And let me speed that up a little bit for you. This one's a good warm-up for both hands. It's kind of interesting because most 3-note per string scale licks are pretty much start at one point of the scale and either go up or down. And you know, you normally, if you're in C major or something, you do this sort of thing. And what I tried doing is instead of going straight up, like 1, 2, 3, I sort of reversed it and went 1, 3, 2. I don't know if I'm just using those numbers to, not so much for the fingers, but to demonstrate the direction of the notes. So instead of going, you'd go all the way up. So instead of going, you'd go. Like that. It's just something pretty neat as you speed it up. So I'm going to try an exercise where I start off on the B note, still playing a C major scale, but sound like this, real slow. Then I go up the scale and do another set, starting on that A note. So it sounds like.